Hi everyone. I completed my first pathway at the beginning of March, and I wanted to share my knowledge of pathways based on my experience. Let's get started. What is pathways in the first place? Pathway is Toastmasters education program that is designed to help you build the skills you need to communicate and lead. This is from Toastmasters website. Pathways was introduced about 2 years ago to replace the traditional education program that will expire at the end of June. So by July, everybody should be on board with Pathways. There are 11 pathways for you to choose from. My first pathway was dynamic leadership, and I am on motivational strategies now. There are effective coaching, engaging humor, and so forth. There are 11 pathways for you to choose from. Each pathway has 5 levels. Each level has a definition. However, in short, as you proceed, things will get more challenging. Each level has a few projects. Icebreaker, evaluation, and feedback, these are called projects. And there are altogether 14 projects in each pathway. One thing that you need to know is that in addition to completing projects, you are also required to serve certain meeting roles to complete certain levels. For example, Level 1 evaluation and feedback requires you to serve as a speech evaluator. Also, Level 3 completion requires you to serve as topics master, table topics master, and Toastmaster. What are differences between pathways? To illustrate, let's look at dynamic leadership and engaging humor. If you compare these pathways for level 1, projects are completely the same, exactly the same. There's no difference at level 1 among different pathways. However, if you look at level 2, dynamic leadership, for example, has a project called Understanding Your Leadership Style. On the other hand, engaging humor has a project called Know Your Sense of Humor. So, starting level 2, projects are different. If you haven't yet, you should get started. First step is for you to enroll in a pathway. You go to Toastmasters International website. From there, go to Pathways and choose a path. There are 2 ways for you to choose a path. You can compare different projects or different pathways and pick a pathway manually. Or you can take an online assessment and have the system pick a path for you. Once you are enrolled in a pathway, you should get into actions. That means that you should execute projects. Each project requires you to first take a training course online. Go to Toastmasters International website, and from there, go to Bootcamp, and you will see the list of the projects for each level. You launch a training course, the training course for the next project. And when you get to the end of the training course for the project will be marked as completed. Once you complete the training course for the project, you should take actions required by the project that are outlined in the training material. Most of the projects finish with you are giving a speech. For example, level 1 icebreaker is a huge step. However, action-wise, it's very simple. You are only required to give a speech introducing yourself. One project of level 3 of my current pathway is understanding emotional intelligence. And this project requires you to maintain a journal for at least 2 weeks. So required actions vary from one project to the other. And I strongly recommend you to take a look at level 4 and level 5 projects well in advance. That is because some of the projects at these levels require you to take long-term actions. For example, a level 5 project, lead in any situation in dynamic leadership, requires you to serve in a leadership role for a minimum of 6 months. So you would like to know what's waiting for you down the road and start taking actions well in advance. I also recommend you to showcase your progress and achievement. In my case, each time I completed a level, I posted my achievement on Facebook. Level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. And I received likes and congrats from my friends, even from those who had no idea what Toastmasters was. However, it was okay. I felt happy and motivated. When I finally completed my first pathway, I posted my achievement on LinkedIn. I loaded certificate. And I also gave a shout out to my speech coach who helps me with my accent reduction. I also added the certificate to my profile on LinkedIn. If I can do it, you can do it. Good luck.